Cheers.
Cheers. What?
Guys, welcome. If you guys are on the podcast, you're probably like, what just happened? We just clinked 2 alcoholic beverages. Guys, today's Ask LiveLeanTV is all about you guys. It's about your assumptions of us. We wanted to just kind of change it up for a quick little fun episode here.
And
first
it's my
of all,
birthday.
happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Which is why
I'm just going to cut to the chase. We're celebrating because it's my birthday. That's why we're drinking in the middle of the day while working.
Day drinkers. Actually, we just got back from the beach as well. But yeah, so what we did on our Instagram, I did it on my personal one as well as our LiveLeanTV, and you actually did this on your...
No, it's just we did it on LiveLeanTV's Instagram and your personal Instagram, 2 places.
What I was saying is that you did it on yours like a few weeks ago or something. Yeah, so which gave us this.
It was so interesting.
So this gave us the idea of doing this. So I wanted to post it on my Instagram and on LiveLeanTV. So we got a lot of responses. So we're going to try to keep these quick. A lot of them are fun. A lot of them a little bit surprising, some of them as well. So hopefully we're going to dispel a lot of these mythical assumptions about us.
And you might be really surprised when you hear some of the actual
and maybe
truths.
Check some of the ones that are true.
So let's get into it, shall we?
So we'll start
with LiveLeanTV's assumptions.
So you have them.
These are from people who follow us on @LiveLeanTV on Insta Story. So let's jump in. Y'all have help to take care of the kiddos.
Well,
false.
Yeah, I would definitely say false.
Kind of true. We have my parents who live here in California.
Well, no. Okay, so you have one set of parents that live an hour away.
Right, exactly. And then my dad who lives in another state.
Your dad lives in Idaho.
Yeah.
So to say if the way that it's like y'all have help, as in like we have help living in the house.
We do not have live-in help.
We don't have help living next door either.
And we don't have any like nanny or daycare or nothing like that.
And my parents live 4,000 miles away.
Right.
So,
but I say it's true because we do have my parents helping with the kids. Like they do help out quite a bit, but
when
not
they're here.
Weekly. Yeah, exactly. It's only a few times a month. Maybe 3 times a month at the most. And I'm talking like 1 or 2 or maybe up to 4 days at a time, but it's not daily. So I'd say like out of a month, we maybe get like 6 or 7 days of help each month. So it's not as much as you probably think. Yeah,
but help as in like we're here as well.
We're still here.
Yeah. Okay, so next question, it's not even a question, assumption. I'm like so pre-wired to do it the other way. I don't assume anything, but you both are couple goals.
Aw, thanks. That's so nice.
Well,
it makes me feel good to be couple goals, but I also think it's important that we be very real with you guys, that our relationship isn't not perfect. I don't think any relationship is ever like perfect like you see it on social media. You know?
Yeah, and I think a lot of other people have iterated that same assumption, which we'll get to them as well. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about it.
We do have an amazing relationship, I think. Like,
of course.
I love our relationship.
We work at it, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's not always sunshine and roses, but obviously the stuff that we share online is usually the happiest of times.
Of course, yeah.
Just like everyone does, but, you know, we do have arguments and whatever, but yeah, it's a good relationship, though. It is couple goals. I think it's couple goals. It's what I would want as couple goals. I assume y'all, everyone says y'all on here. I love it.
Sure, yeah.
You'll never fight like to the point where Jess is snotty nosed upset. Hehe.
I'm trying to think. You definitely have moments where...
Have I been snotty nosed?
No. She doesn't cry either.
Like, yeah, he calls me like stone cold because I'm just kind of like even keeled emotionally. I get emotional sometimes, but not even as much as he does. And not as much as your typical girl, I guess. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but we don't ever fight to the point where we're like screaming at each other. No. We call our fights disagreements or just discussions.
Bickering.
Maybe bickering, but I don't even think it's like that.
Yeah.
We just disagree sometimes. And we like talk through it.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, sometimes we just go, okay, well, this isn't going to go either way, so we just agree to disagree.
It's the male-female dynamic.
Absolutely.
Men from Mars, women from Venus.
And I think that's completely normal, especially when you're living together, working together, raising kids together. We're together all the time. So I think we do a pretty good job of holding it together.
I think we really do, to be honest.
We usually do like teamwork and we treat each other like as a team member, and we're not like head to head like me versus you. We try to work as a team, and I think that helps. Yeah.
Lemmer. I think I don't know if that's right, but you eat 20% or less of carbs a day. Well, in a perfect world, I would eat 20% or less a day. I mean,
that's definitely like what your meal plan would be.
Yeah, like that. If I stuck specifically to the meal plan, that would be it. I'm definitely not that every day. I'll just say
you're not strict about it,
but I'm good. Like,
but you definitely,
I'm very
you're definitely
good.
Low carb, but I don't know if you're specifically 20% or less every day.
There are days that I am.
Yeah, definitely.
But some days, like yesterday, then this probably answers a million of these assumptions. Yesterday, I went for the first time to Chili's, the restaurant Chili's, and a lot of French fries, big burger with a big bun that was probably carved out for the week.
Yeah, you got more than 20% of your day's worth of carbs in one sitting. It's easy to overdo it on the carbs, so easy. Yeah. But definitely, and you guys probably know this if you follow us like deeply, like if you've watched a lot of our videos and stuff. I don't do as low carb as he does. Specifically in these last few years where I've been pregnant and breastfeeding, I do higher carb on purpose because I feel like it helps keep my milk supply up and my body weight up, because these kids, they suck the life out of me. So I don't try to do low carb, but I think you are definitely, like, you lean more towards lower carb.
Next one from Soma Soray says that you're down to earth people.
I like that.
That's probably the assumption out of all of them that are probably the truest. We really are. Like,
yeah, I think so.
I think if anybody of you guys have ever met us, you guys realize that we're just exactly, we're just people.
Yeah, I don't know really what it means specifically to be down to earth. I feel like we both are.
It means get your head on your shoulders. Like, you're just a good person.
Yeah, I think we are. I'd say that's true.
Okay, next one. I think this one is a false one.
Jennifer Serrano, you want more babies? Yes, you're awesome parents.
Okay, so half the question would be correct, but I think we're awesome parents.
I think we're awesome
parents. The other half would be,
we do not want more babies.
No, we're done with babies.
We're trying very hard not to have additional babies.
Yeah, I guess this is, I mean, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm like in the process of getting snipped. I haven't made my appointment yet because I'm trying to do a little more background research on it. Like, what does this actually mean? So
let us know in the comments below how it was for you if you did that procedure or if your husband did.
Yeah, anybody gets snipped, let me know what the deal is below.
We're curious to find out, but we're not looking for more.
I got to get snipped because I feel like I'm back to a teenager, or young Danny. That's all I do.
Honestly, our biggest thing with not having more kids is that we don't want to be outnumbered by them, you guys. Like right now it feels perfect that there's 2 of them, 2 of us. We feel like, okay, it's pretty even. Like, each of us can divide and conquer if they both need attention at the same time. Anka V, you are full of energy at any time of the day. Not really.
No, I would say
we get tired
at nighttime, like, I'm tired.
We wind down.
In the morning, like, I think we're like normal people. We're kind of still groggy.
Mm-hmm. Got to get that caffeine in the morning.
But I mean, what time is it now? It's 2:30 in the afternoon right now. I'm feeling like
lively.
Ready to go.
For sure.
So I would say, I mean, if you put us against standard American diet style people, I would say yes, we're probably way more energetic. But I wouldn't say we're like off the charts energetic all day. I mean, I would say mine has improved substantially over the years. Actually, specifically when you guys first maybe have got on my radar back in 2012 when I first started this channel.
You weren't as high energy.
No, like, because like my diet was higher in carbohydrates, and I felt like I was really in that energy swings where I'd have carbs, feel energetic or whatever, then it would just crash. Actually, I don't even think the carbs even made me feel energetic, but it's just like,
you never even
I would just feel like a crash after having, trying to get like 40% of my calories from carbs, which is what it was back then. And then I switched it around from 40% carbs to 20% carbs.
And higher fats.
And then my energy levels were like more sustainable throughout the...
But yeah, I was thinking that's interesting because we definitely do feel energy fluctuations based on kind of how we're eating. Because if we go, a few days eating poorly, kind of eating out at restaurants too much or whatever, I feel it, like you can feel your energy kind of like sink into a lull. And then when we eat really well, that's when we feel like we come to life, when we eat plenty of like fresh salads and stuff. Yeah, you just feel so much energy.
Yeah, like after that Chili's meal,
you feel like like all you want to do is lay on the couch. But yeah, I think that's completely normal. But when you guys are seeing us on video, it's typically like in the middle of the day when we have the most energy after like we've had good meals and stuff. So I think that's why we may come across as being like all the time energetic.
Yeah. Okay, this is funny. The next one, last one right here.
Oh, Marg Yuck. You never drink alcohol. Cheers to that.
That would be a
We're
big
drinking
negative.
it right now. Yeah.
So
as we swig some beer.
It's a negative because we definitely enjoy wine. I enjoy the occasional beer when I'm watching sports. Like, typically, I'm not drinking a beer at 2:30 in the afternoon on a Monday.
No, it just happens to be my birthday.
But if like I'm watching sports, I'll have one beer. And typically, I mean, right now, I can't even have a full beer. Like, I may lose my man card for saying this. But
I was trying to get rid of this.
I basically like drink 3/4 of it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah. And you guys probably know this, but I'm drinking very moderately right now because I'm still breastfeeding. I am not shy to have like the occasional 1 drink a day. No big deal. But I definitely wouldn't have like more than 1 or 2 a day right now while I'm breastfeeding. But when I'm not pregnant or breastfeeding, I would have maybe like 4. That would be like my absolute limit.
4 a day?
Like in one sitting.
On
like
a normal day?
On a party or something.
Oh,
No,
okay.
actually. No,
Did
yeah.
you? I don't know.
No. Yeah, maybe I should specify that. On a normal day, I would never
4 a
have
day.
4 drinks. No way. Yeah, on a normal day, I would have like 1. That's it.
And
but
like,
if I'm at a party socializing something, I may have like up to 4, but then I cut it off because I don't like the feeling of being drunk. I hate the feeling of being hungover. I kind of feel like I'm too old for that. Like I did that in my 20s.
Well, it's coming up this weekend. I'm going on another bachelor party, so it's going to be a rough next day.
And then I'm going to a bachelorette, but I'm going to not drink at all.
All right, next question.
Okay.
Drew Skeef. This one's on my Instagram, so we finished the ones off LiveLeanTV, and there's a whole bunch on my.
Oh wait, there's 2 more. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. This one I think is funny. This one from @LiveLeanTV is Rosalind KT says Brad is in charge.
That's right, in charge, and
in the relationship or in the business.
Oh, definitely not the relationship. Definitely the business, but not the relationship.
I think I'm in charge of the household.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that. Like, I run the business, you run the business of the household.
Yeah, it's another business.
But it's very like. We're very both of us have our hands in everything though. Which
and we respect each other.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I mean, I think, what's the term I'm looking for? Like politically speaking, it's probably the right thing to do nowadays, but you know,
to share roles or?
Like to be so immersed in each other's role.
Yeah, I know. We do struggle with that. I'm sure a lot of you guys struggle with that too, because it's not like the olden days where the guy has specific guy things that he does and the woman has woman things. It's so mixed nowadays.
But that makes it very clear though, like whose role is what.
But now it's all
and
fuzzy.
Now it's all mixed, and then everyone's like, like, am I supposed to be in there? So it makes it very muddled. So I don't have the answers to it.
Yeah.
It's working for us. I mean, communication is obviously very important.
Communication is everything. But and if we ever do fight, that's the kind of thing we would fight about.
Yeah.
It's like not having an understanding of who's supposed to do what.
Yeah.
But we work through it, and we communicate, and we're like clear about our feelings and about our beliefs and what we want, and then we work it out. So
work it out.
Yeah, I think we're both in charge.
And this kind of leads to the next question from Angie Pangie 003 says, y'all are mega hustlers. I would agree with that. I wouldn't say
I do think so.
I wouldn't say mega because
mega
is like would put you in the 0.001% of the hustler.
We're a little more relaxed than that.
But we definitely work super hard in this business.
I think we're like super hustlers, but maybe not mega.
Yeah.
I don't know what the levels are, but I definitely think we're hustlers. Definitely by far more than the average person, both of us, because we have a really strong work ethic, and you guys see we keep ourselves in shape all year round. We work really hard on our business, on creating new programs, and we definitely hustle for sure.
Okay, so now over to my Instagram. Drewski for Life says he assumes that both rarely have a cheat meal. I would assume you have one every 2 weeks or something like that. So that would be an X. We definitely have at least one cheat meal a week. That's kind of like what we aim for is one a week.
One a week. Yeah.
Sometimes it could be 2, but it's definitely not every day.
No. And one a week is what feels best for us.
2 times maybe. I think 3 times would be, it just gets me.
Exactly. Like we talked about the energy kind of sinking low. Like you start to feel kind of ucky and bad about yourself after too many cheat meals in a row. You just don't feel like you're living lean anymore. So we usually like to keep it. Majority of the time is like clean, healthy foods, and then I think once a week is little enough that it doesn't mess with your progress, but it's enough that it satisfies your urges and your cravings. Yeah. And then you just move on.
All right, let's try to keep these quick here. Jessica seems like she would be the party animal out of the two.
Really?
I would say X to that.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
I think you are.
Oh, definitely.
But you know what's funny is I feel like I'm more social, like in our daily lives. Like I'm always like chit-chatting with my friends and stuff. And I feel like when we go to parties, you're kind of the more like, let's party type, and I'm in the corner just chilling.
Yeah, I definitely let loose more than you do, for sure.
But I think I'm more social in a different way, like more conversations, like on, throughout the days and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm really immersed in business, and I just don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, you can tend to be like very focused, shut the world out. Yeah, I'm just like narrowly whereas focused. I'm like talking to everybody every day.
Next one from MX Palmer. You have a perfect marriage. That perfect is so strong, but we're very close.
Very close.
Very close.
Yeah, it's perfect for me. I like it.
Yeah, I guess it's perfect for whoever. Yeah. Okay, next one from Erman Perez says that both of you are an amazing couple and that it would be a pleasure to meet the entire family. Oh, thanks, my man. If you see us around, definitely come up, say hello, give us a bro punch. I say bro punch. I'm like, don't actually punch me if that's what you think. But yeah, absolutely.
Let's just have a hug.
Whenever you see us around, we're always happy to talk.
Yeah, for sure. Never be shy to come up to us in public because we love meeting you guys.
C. Sandra Shakar says, you are both awesome, lovely, upcoming legends. Oh, thank you.
What is this? Just the compliment show?
Yeah, I know. I feel like we're just feeding the ego here. Yeah. Okay, Sadia Sadid Butt says you both eat less calories. I would say.
Less than what?
Yeah, I mean, not less than our maintenance, that's for sure.
No, and probably not less than the average person either. I think we eat more than the average person.
Most people, when they start working with us, they're like, oh my, I can't believe I get to eat all this food.
Yes, mind blown.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many clients I've worked with, and their starting calories, like what they've been used to, is like basically half of what I recommend them to eat.
Yeah.
So I feel like that one is false.
Dimster says something fishy about you guys moving a few times in the year, moving a few times in a few years. I know it does kind of seem a little sketchy.
That's hilarious.
But I assure you, this is we're not running away from anybody.
You know what we've been doing is we've been
growing.
Yeah, exactly. Our family has expanded in the last 3 years?
Yeah.
Basically, we had Kyla, and then we lived with her in this 2-bedroom condo. We were in a 1-bedroom before
let's
that.
Back it up.
2, and now 3.
Let's quickly back it up from even there. Like, so it originally started was I was living on the east coast of Canada in Halifax. Jessica was living in New York City. She moved with me in Halifax. Then I moved to Toronto. She moved back to New York City. Then we moved to LA together, then to San Diego, and now just outside of San Diego in Temecula.
Yeah, so the first half of our so many moves have been just trying to get living together, just the two of us. Yeah. Like we were in so many places just trying to figure out where we wanted to be. And then we had 1 kid and then we had 2 kids. So we've just kind of kept upgrading our spaces according to our family's growth. So I assure you, nothing sketchy, just a growing family. And hopefully we're done growing now. We think we're done.
Yeah, but we're still going to be moving.
We're trying hard to be done. But yeah, we probably will still move one more time before Kyla starts school.
I like moving.
Maybe.
I hate the process of moving, but I do not like just being settled and being like, this is good enough. Let's go.
Yeah. We try to never settle for good enough. And you guys don't even want to know. I personally, in my lifetime, I wrote down how many times I moved. 25.
Yeah, me too.
I've moved tons. 25 times since I was 18. It's insane.
Yeah, and we're not even from a military family. It's just
I know. We're just movers. That's how we are.
Movers and shakers. Okay, next question. Diana1520 probably have 2 or 3 siblings. That would be false.
Oh, wait, is she talking about? This is for you, right?
Okay,
so
on
your account. Do you have 2 or 3 siblings?
No, I got 1. I have 1 older brother, so that would be a negative.
I wonder why she would think that about you. What makes you seem like you're from a big family? I don't know. Yeah, just the 2 boys in his family.
Interesting. A nice, but also sometimes aggressive person. Is it? Okay,
I saw the word aggressive. I'm like, you?
Well, when I would get aggressive
when?
Is if anybody ever F's with my family.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I've never seen
like
it. I've
dad
never seen you
mode,
be
like
aggressive. Yeah.
dad mode. Well, I don't think I'm trying to think if there hasn't been ever a situation where like I've had to turn on dad mode. Like,
No.
if somebody ever like grabs your kid or does something like that, where you just like lose it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I played sports all my life, so like. Definitely, like I have a competitive side and everything, but I wouldn't say aggressive.
That's what I'm trying to like wrap my head around the concept of aggressive, because to me aggression is when you like attack someone or you're like trying like with the intention to hurt somebody or something. You're never like
I'm
that.
usually the peacemaker when it comes to like my buddies like at a bachelor party, let's say, and something goes down. Like I'm gonna throw down if I have to throw down, but if I can stop it, I'll try to stop it first.
But another way we could take that is, I think sometimes you are like aggressive about finishing a task or like completing a workout. Like I could see you being aggressive in that way. Like you're a go-getter.
Yeah.
You know? But aggressive in the like attacking, hurting kind of way? No way. Definitely not, Brad.
Reads comic books. That would be a negative. I do not read comic books. I do not read comic books. I don't even really like comic movies, like superhero movies. I'm just not a comic guy. No. You never have cheat days. That would be a negative. We've already talked about that.
No, but a full cheat day though.
Oh, cheat day.
I think that's actually true. We never have like a full day of cheat meals.
It's true.
Yeah.
But we are thinking about I have done it before for the vlog where I've done a bad day of eating and ate out every meal, but it's not an everyday thing.
Yeah.
You guys met in a gym. That would be negative. We've actually met on YouTube.
Not actually on YouTube, but like I Google searched and found you.
Oh, okay.
So I would say we met on Google.
What search term did you use?
Ebooks about abs.
And I popped up.
Because I was trying to create one of my own, and I was looking for examples of other people who had created them, so I could like learn and see like, you know, what an ebook was supposed to be like, because this was back in the day when ebooks were new.
Yeah, like 2011 probably.
Yeah, 2011. So I'm like, Google ebooks about abs, and up pops Brad Guthrow, and there's YouTube videos. So I followed the link, and I'm like, damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then like my first thought was like, he is sexy, but then my second thought was like, maybe we could do business together. And that's the real reason why I emailed him. It wasn't because he was sexy. It was legitimately to do business.
And then she emailed me and she had a link at the bottom with her website. I clicked on her website. She's sexy. And then we met up in LA. We filmed. So I guess when we first met, we filmed. She actually picked me up at the airport. We filmed a workout together on Santa Monica Beach, but we never met physically in a gym.
Yeah. We were like flirting with each other on email, and he's like, "I'd love to see my name on a sign," like, haha. And I like,
that was my name in lights.
I know, I think, but I didn't have lights, so I just did it like on a whiteboard, or what was it, a piece of paper?
No, it was an iPad, technically. Remember?
Oh, it was an iPad.
An iPad is technically lights, so you fulfilled both of them. Because I remember I said, I still want to see my name in lights.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't have like some lit up sign, but I did have an iPad, and I wrote Brad Guthrow, and he's coming down the escalator, and then we fell in love.
And thankfully, she spelled my last name right. That's a big.
It's because I had done so much research.
It's a big annoyance.
Yeah, I watched like 100 of your videos before I met you.
And then you eventually took my last name.
I know. Now I'm a Guthrow.
All right. So let's keep moving. We're almost to the end. We assume you never annoy each other. No, we annoy each other. Faux show.
Yeah. You guys know, like, when Brad makes coffee in the morning and he's stirring it with a spoon, he leaves the effing spoon on the counter, like, every day. And that annoys the bejesus out of me. But hey, I can live with that because he's so perfect in every other way. So I just pick up the spoon and put it away.
Would you say I aggressively leave the spoon on the...
He's aggressive about his spoon leaving.
I think that's the one that's sticking with me.
What do I do that annoys you?
That you do that annoys me? That when you put dirty dishes, she just leaves them in the sink, as opposed to
I can't put like
literally the dishwasher is right beside it, and she puts it in the sink. And then I have to load it all into. See, but these are the things.
Most of our annoying things are about dirty dishes.
They're so small.
I know they're so small. We really don't care that much. Yeah. But most everything he does impresses me or like makes me happy. So I don't care about the spoon. It's like whatever. But you know, every once in a while, you just get to the point where you're like, oh, another spoon.
I've gotten a lot better at it.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. And we talk about it, like we communicate, and then he knows that it bothers me, so he like makes an effort. And that's one thing I really like about our relationship is we always, if we communicate something, then both of us make an honest effort to like, you know.
Yeah.
fix it. So he's a good boy.
All right. Okay, here's another one. Amy Ali 8500, that you're very controlling as a husband.
Oh, really?
Am I controlling as a husband?
Why does anyone think that?
So I'm aggressive and
so
I'm
funny.
Controlling?
Wow. What are you saying on your Insta stories, bro?
I'm trying to think of any situation that would you think that?
No, because you know why? It's because I feel like if anyone knows me or follows me, they would know that I'm not like the kind of wife that could be controlled. I feel like if I had a controlling husband, I would not be okay with that. You know what I mean? I'm not the opposite of a pushover.
I wouldn't think that I'm controlling at all. I can't think of anything.
I don't think so at all.
I would admit it if there were some things. Like, I'm not a jealous husband.
I do feel like you're a good leader, though, and since he started this business before I came on, I feel like I always kind of like looked to you for leadership. And I think you're a good leader in the way that you're like decisive and you kind of, lead the way.
Yeah, I mean,
and so I could see that as being controlling.
Maybe controlling in a business standpoint, I can see that.
Yeah.
But like from a personal standpoint, definitely.
But even in business, like you give me,
leeway.
Plenty of like when I'm creating my own programs, he's like, do it how you want. Like he doesn't look over my shoulder and be like, do it this way, do it that way. Like you're definitely not controlling. I'd say no.
By the way, we're almost done the show, and I'm almost done this, but I'm like,
dang,
just like I said, like I get to that quarter point, I'm
done.
like, I'm done.
You don't want it no more.
Right here, you'll stay together forever.
Aww.
Oh, I missed the last one here. That you're a millionaire.
Oh.
Well, it's so funny because my parents they raised me to like never. It was
money?
Always taboo to talk about money to anybody. I remember like my dad would never tell me how much money he makes, but I know for sure that I make more than my dad. And then I remember when my first job that I ever had was at a golf course, and I was what they call a back shop boy, where I would.
That sounds hot.
Not a Backstreet Boy. We always got those confused. But I had to go down and take people's golf clubs from the car and carry it up, and you'd get tips and everything. But we were always told you can't take the tips. And whenever you got their paycheck, they said, do not open your paycheck while you're at work. You got to open up your paycheck at home.
Privacy.
So it was always like money thing was always privacy. I'll just leave it at this. Like we're doing very good. Like we're very happy where we are, but we still have a ways to go. But I'm very good at investing. Mm-hmm. I've owned like rental properties, homes. Like we're doing good.
One of the things that was most attractive, I think, about you when we first met is funny. I was at this point in my life. I was 27 and I was like ready for a real relationship with what I call the GAM. Stands for grown ass man.
I remember that. Yeah.
Because I felt like I had just been dating people who were just kind of still living as boys, kind of like more boy characteristics. And I loved meeting you and just feeling like you just are like a man, like you had your ish together, and that was attractive to me. So I really liked that.
I put myself through school. I paid for it. I graduated debt free. Mm-hmm. I've just been very good with money.
You've always been on top of your game.
Yeah, I've been always very good with money. So we'll leave it
and make smart decisions and everything.
And I don't buy stupid things.
Exactly, and you're not.
I'm not showy. The only thing I'm showy with is my sneakers.
I was gonna say like.
and I like flip them. I sell them. So it's like. You can't see it on the camera, but one of them's missing because I've already sold it.
Yeah. So that's it for the assumptions about us tag. That was fun playing this game with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and you will that you will actually watch this video on YouTube if you're one of the people that posted. We'll remind you on Instagram to go watch this video. You can also listen to it on the podcast. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what we're going to do for next week's. We're just trying to change things up to keep this show interesting for you guys.
Yeah, I think we'll go back to another Ask LiveLeanTV question, but then we'll try something different. Like we just want to keep being different. Like we don't always want the podcast just to be about health and fitness. Like we like to throw some personal things in there as well. So if you guys
get to know us,
if you guys have any ideas on what you want to see in like kind of like this interview-ish type show, let us know in the comments down below. Or if you're listening,
maybe we could do challenges.
Or if you're listening on the podcast, hit me up on Twitter at Brad Guthrie. That's always the best way for the podcast peeps because there's no way to communicate. So just hit me up on Twitter what your thoughts are of the show. And yeah, that's it for me.
I think, in the comment section below, if you guys it would be interesting if you could put like elaborations on like why you assumed certain
Yeah.
things. Like, why did you think Brad was aggressive or controlling? Like, I just am curious.
Yeah.
Like, what gives you these impressions and assumptions? And yeah, we're doing our best to be like fully transparent with all the stuff that we post online and never like give the wrong impression. So it's important for us to like know where those assumptions come from. It's interesting.
All right, guys, thanks for watching and podcast. Thanks for listening. We don't have an extended Q&A for the podcast today, but we'll do it next week. Thank you guys for watching and listening.
See you next time. Living lean.
Boy.